library has been fighting the SEC for coming up on 5 years. We have mutually filed for summary judgment in the federal court in New Hampshire, and the judge said he was going to rule by 3 days ago. So, and he has to rule by October 3rd or the trial starts, okay? So literally over the next couple of days, maybe I'll be back in the booth if it comes out, we could see that come out. And this is a big case. I don't know how much detail you want to get into, but the facts in this case will apply to basically every company in this room. So it's going to affect a lot of companies. Wow.
Yeah.
So it's a big deal. And, the SEC has very much demonstrated that they are out to damage or destroy the cryptocurrency industry in the United States.
What's up guys, Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. In today's video, we're going to dive into XRP, HBAR, and Algorand. First up, we can see that the majority of retail traders spent $18 billion buying put options last week, which is a record. And they're holding $46 billion worth of index futures net short, which is also a record. And a put option is a way to short the market. So all of these retail leveraged traders are betting on very, very bad things happening very soon. So either these retail traders are going to be correct about the market crashing further, or the markets are going to bounce very hard, wiping all of these guys out. Looks like we have a new on-demand liquidity service using XRP shared by Roth. We have AsianNet, a Japanese money transfer company which operates as OK Remit, partnered with CoinsPH or Philippines, and launched an ODL on-demand liquidity service via SBI VC Trade. They noted the elimination of pre-funding, lower expenses, and freeing up capital. As you can see right there, ODL leverages the digital currency XRP as a bridge between two fiat currencies. And CoinsPH is one of the top mobile wallet service providers in the Philippines. RippleNet is poised for explosive growth in the Asian Pacific region, with ODL volume totaling over $1 billion in Q1 alone. And as Roth and Crypto Narcissus show right here, this was a few months ago that SBI VC Trade has announced a renewal of the system for XRP international money transfer service using ODL. They've made it a multi-tenant type system that can connect with multiple operators for any of the above. You can see CoinsPH, SBI VC Trade, and AsianNet. And you can read more about this at sbivc.co.jp. As you can see, going over XRP here and a few infographics. Next up, for some great HEDERA or HBAR news, we have DLA Piper. This is a global law firm, one of the biggest in the world. And they share digital asset creation engine Toko Network has been granted a provisional virtual assets license by the Dubai Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority. So think Dubai, the whole UAE region is massive. Ripple, the company, also has a regional headquarters based in Dubai. And I know last week we talked about another organization called Smart Dubai building smart cities, and they actually have a blockchain strategy. Now, Smart Dubai is on the HYPERLEDGER Foundation alongside Casper, HEDERA, and Ripple, even Quants. So could Smart Dubai be looking to leverage some additional networks and partnerships, maybe with fellow members on their HYPERLEDGER Foundation, for their blockchain strategy? Now we have Toko working in collaboration with this law firm DLA Piper, and they're opening a Dubai office as its Middle East regional HQ. And a little background on Toko, which empowers value creation by covering the spectrum of the token lifecycle, giving asset owners the power to tokenize assets that are traditionally illiquid and making them investable. So think Toko tokenization. So we have asset services for automation, we have origination, or the ability to tokenize any asset, tangible or intangible, and make it investable. We have distribution or asset fractionalization, giving users access to a wider range of investors. And once these assets are tokenized, you actually now have the ability to bring liquidity for traditionally illiquid assets by putting them on exchanges for trading, which is brand new and never before seen trading volume for some of these product offerings or traditionally illiquid assets. So right now, Toko's focused on real estate, art and media, intellectual property, rights and entitlements, even debt and project financing. And of course, focused on ESG such as environmental, social, and corporate governance. Now right on HEDERA's website for HBAR, we can see DLA Piper, Toko, mentioning them, to complement DLA Piper's legal capabilities. Estimated value of tokenized securities in 2021 was $504 million, and DLA Piper is on HEDERA's governing council. As you can see right here on hedera.com/council, we have DLA Piper right here on the left, since 2019 based in the UK. So assets on Toko are distributed, traded, and settled rapidly without the need for slow and expensive intermediaries or middlemen. And the HEDERA token service HTS enables Toko to easily issue non-fungible tokens representing various asset classes: real estate, fine art, intellectual property, ESG, debt restructuring, fund structuring, equity, digital IPOs, and reinsurance. And this can serve anybody from large ticket institutions down to the average retail investor. So when I see DLA Piper and Toko, I can't help but think HEDERA. And if you guys have followed King Solomon on YouTube for a while, you would remember his interview with Christian, Hasker of HEDERA. And this was a couple years ago, and King Solomon found this before HEDERA did, that the DoD or Department of Defense was looking at HEDERA for smart grids or smart city grids. And when I'm saying HEDERA, I mean Hashgraph. So just remember that Toko will have an office in Dubai where it is absolutely popping in the crypto space. Dubai's newly formed virtual assets ecosystem will provide a launchpad to deliver our vision to democratize finance and empower value creation. So quick summary, DLA Piper, a global law firm, is on HEDERA's governing council, and Toko for tokenization has been granted a license in Dubai. So DLA Piper and Toko will be working in collaboration with and opening a Dubai office. Smart Dubai is on the Hyperledger Foundation with Casper, Quant, Ripple, HEDERA, and more. And the UAE government has created a Dubai blockchain strategy. As you can see, there's a Dubai vehicle chain, there's plans for insurance companies, regulators, dealers, manufacturers, buyers, sellers. And this council consists of 46 members including government entities, international companies, leading UAE banks, free zones, and international blockchain tech firms. And they're focused on continuing to develop and put more and more transactions on top of blockchain. And so now I'm completely speculating, but it would make sense and it wouldn't surprise me that Smart Dubai is consulting with a few of these well-known blockchain companies. Next up, I wanted to dive into a few things regarding the Bitcoin price chart. Just pointing out, in previous cycles, we have yet to have any type of retracement or any type of relief rally yet. So this 2014 bear market was long and painful, but it also resulted in a much higher impulse. Then we had the 2018 bear market, and this resulted in a 618 Fibonacci retracement, this relief rally here. Then we had one big crash, and then notice the next Bitcoin halving was May 2020, and that's when we got the show on the road, shortly after March 2020. Now the next Bitcoin halving won't be until spring of 2024. So it seems there's a few categories of people. Some people only see doom and gloom and they think Bitcoin is going sub 10K. We have other people believing that we're finding the bottom, or we may have already hit our bottom around that 17K level, backtesting that previous high, and we're due for a big retracement. And there's also other views of Bitcoin creating another all-time high price. Now, I definitely recommend checking this out if you have time. So big thank you to Credible Crypto and Moon Lambo for this. So Moon Lambo is asking Credible Crypto a few questions about his macro view of this cycle. So Credible Crypto actually recorded a quick screen share, and this is right there. I also retweeted it, but be sure to follow these two gents. And he still believes that we're in for a fifth wave for the Bitcoin price chart, provided that the Bitcoin price chart does not fall below $14,000. So this is a 12-minute video. Be sure to follow those guys on Twitter and you can watch it right there, but just wanted to show you one of the impulses that he's looking for. He believes that both of these structures were corrective flats that we've seen, and that the Bitcoin price chart can still continue on to create a new all-time high price, which I believe the majority of people have given up on. As he says, macro invalidation has not been hit, which is 14,000. And a few looks at the Bitcoin price chart and a few gaps, and I actually provided these tickers in the top right, so if you wanted to pull this up on TradingView, you can use BTC2 exclamation point or BTC1 exclamation point to look at the CME futures and find any gaps in liquidity. Historically, these gaps do in fact close. So, first chart, we can see Bitcoin futures, we have some open gaps still. Notice that this gap right there at that 25K mark was in fact closed. And as you can see, it was open right there. Then it fell and closed that for good and also closed right there. And we still have two open gaps above, including 28,000 along with 34,800. We can also just say about 35K. Now taking another look, we can also see that we have gaps at about $9,800, but we still have open gaps at 28K and 35K. Now looking at the Bitcoin price chart on the daily, looking at some key levels and considering those gaps at 28K and about 35,000, using the March-April high for a Fibonacci retracement swing high, swing low, we can see that we have in fact reached a 236, but we came right back down. Now QNT, Ethereum Classic, and a few others are at a full 786 Fibonacci retracement right there. For Bitcoin, that would be about 41K. Now at the 382 Fibonacci retracement, you can see this is a key level as well. There's plenty of resistance to get through. Back all the way to this wick right there, close to a double bottom. And remember that XRP just got the pop and hit this level. Ethereum, DAG, Curve, and a few others have already hit this level, but then they came right back down. So definitely something to consider. Also shared by Tony here, we have a notice for any DAG holders that use the Stargazer wallet, which is a Chrome extension along with a mobile application. We have big news coming up tomorrow, September 28th, guys. We're going to be having mainnet 2.0. So there will be a mainnet upgrade for version 2. And this will be at 1200 UTC. So you'll just have to go to your settings and make sure that you switch to the 2.0 network. Also shared by CoinDesk with the Ideas Summit highlighting Casper Network, we can see Ideas is an acronym for Investing in Digital Enterprises and Assets Summit. And we have Ralph right here, a board member of the Casper Association, discussing the tokenization of asset-backed financial instruments. Also right here, Christian Hasker, this is the guy that had the interview with King Solomon a couple years ago. If you guys have not seen that interview, highly recommend checking it out. And we can see congrats to the DEX on HEDERA. Saucer Swap on HEDERA sees a 235% increase in user growth. And I am just praying to the crypto gods that we can full send HEDERA by end of year, sitting at 6 cents, sitting about 90% down. We had a wick as far as 4.5 cents. And I will say right now, if HBAR does fall another 20 or 30%, I'm going all in. Because I believe in this ecosystem. It has everything you need for a layer 1. It has DEXs, it has launch pads, it has a variety of wallets, it has NFT functionality. It has automated market makers. It has everything that a young layer 1 needs. So I do believe that HBAR does in fact create a new all-time high price in the future. And last but not least, shared by Matthew Liny, we have Ireland blockchain and crypto Web3 strategy, as you can see right there. A vision to establish Ireland as a global Web3 hub. And under infrastructure, we can see Algorand, Chainlink, EOS, Oracle, IBM, Microsoft, Cardano. So when you see Oracle, think QNT. We have a variety of exchanges, some international banks right there. We have some consulting firms such as Accenture, early Ripple investor. We have Deloitte, PwC, Ernst & Young, the Big Four. We even have R3, MasterCard, which is a Ripple partner, Fidelity. And Matthew has a good point. It's interesting for Web3, you actually see Ripple right there. I know it's small, but you can see it right there. So Ripple, the company, is under the Web3 category rather than fintech for financial technology. So me personally, I still see Ripple, the company, as a fintech, a big financial technology firm. And I'm used to them being in, CNBC's top 100 disruptor list, and usually side by side Stripe and some other big well-known payment processors and other fintechs. But I guess it makes sense because Ripple is investing a lot into the Web3 space. In terms of NFT ecosystems, we could think about the gaming space as well, with Forte back in the day with Spring. I guess Ripple, the company, would be like a hybrid between a fintech and a Web3 company, because essentially it's just a financial technology firm that leverages Web3 tech. If you enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate hitting the like button and subscribing. Let me know your thoughts down below. And as always, my link tree is linked right in the top of this YouTube video description with all links, crypto resources, and discounts. I'll catch you in the next one.